Welcome back to CAD with Mr. Hugh. In today's video, we're looking at how do we draw an ellipse given the eccentricity. We're going to start off with our units, and we're going to make sure that the units are in millimeters, and we're going to change the precision, the decimal precision to 0. All right? Press OK. All right, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to set up our layers. So we're going to go up to the Layer Properties Manager. We're going to click this icon and we're going to make a new layer. The first layer that we're going to make is a construction layer. All right, the next layer we're going to make is a outline layer. The next layer we're going to make is the enter. For the outline layer, we're going to make the line width. We're going to make the line width 0.3 millimeters. Press OK. All right. No, for the outline layer is 0.3. All right, this layer will we're gonna put the curve on it, so we're gonna call it curve. This layer, layer 1, I'm gonna call it curve. It will be the curve. All right. And then the next layer we need is a text layer, okay? And we're gonna let the line weight be the default, all right? Now, when you're making a layer, the new layer that you're making will inherit the properties of the current layer. So that is why I have to change it from 0.3 to the default, right? All right, so we have our layers, text, construction. Right, so we're going to close this. All right. We can check the grid. The grid is 10, so that is okay. We're going to check our snap. Our snap is equal to the grid, which is 10. So both the grid and the snap are 10 in today's class. All right, so the first thing we're going to draw is the axis. And we're going to go up to our construction layer. We're going to turn on the layer. All of these layers, we're going to turn them on, okay? All right, so the first thing we're going to draw is the axis. So we go line, there, enter. The next thing we're going to draw is a directrix, which is a vertical line. We can carry center this somewhere there. Yes. All right, so we're going to go line, and that is a directrix, okay? So we go line, line, enter. All right, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to label the directrix. So we're going to select single line text. I'm going to select right. I'm going to select right here. I'm going to go 8 millimeters for the height. Rotational angle 90. And we're going to type directrix. All right. The next thing we're going to label is the axis. All right. So we're going to select single line text right here. Enter rotational angle 0. and this is the axis. All right. Now the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna set out the focus. The focus for today's video is 20 millimeters, right? So 20 millimeters would be right here. Um, the next thing we're gonna do, so we're gonna label that F. All right. So we go single line text right here. Enter, enter, enter F. All right, we need to move it away. It's too close to the axis. We're gonna turn off ortho. I'm gonna put it right here. All right. All right, so what we're gonna do, let us put the dimension for the focus. So we have the information here. So we're gonna go object snap there. Snap. Right, there's a 20. All right, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna divide the focus into 7 equal parts, okay? All right, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna go to our construction layer. We're gonna draw a line at any angle, any length. Gonna turn off snap, enter. So what we need are 7 arcs going down on this line, all right? All right, so we're gonna go arc, center, start, end. So the center would be here. And I'm gonna make the radius 5 millimeters. So go 1, 5. Go again. 5. I'm gonna go again. 5. I'm gonna go again. I'm gonna keep, gonna want 7 arcs, okay? That is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. 5. 3-point arc, center, start, end. 5 millimeters. I'll go again. 5. Enter. All right. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna draw a line from the last division to, let me turn on snap. right there, enter. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna copy this line, turn off now. I'm gonna put it at the fourth division, enter. All right, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna trim. We're gonna trim this excess line that we had copied. All right, so we're gonna trim. All right, so it's the same principle like the hyperbola that we drew in the last video, but the eccentricity would make the drawing be different, right? So the eccentricity for today's drawing is 3 upon 4, right? So this point would be V, all right? So we can actually label V. So we change our layer to the text layer, or single line, and we're gonna turn off the object snap for a little bit, right? So we're gonna come here, right here, enter, enter, and we're gonna label it V. All right, so that's a vertex. Right? That's the turning point. All right, we have come to the end of part 1 of 4 videos covering the topic how to draw an ellipse. In the next video, we will continue to set out the ellipse. We thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you in part 2 of the next video. So please take care until we meet again. Bye. Thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, comment, and share.